Welcome back. Let's take a look at some hot Yahoo Finance tickers on this Friday before New Year's Eve, starting with Beyond Meat, the plant-based meat company in focus this morning after announcing a new menu offering at McDonald's in the UK and Ireland called the Double McPlant. Yes, the Double McPlant, which will be unveiled January 4th. And it's been a tough year for Beyond Meat. The losses have piled up, but this is a nice, I would say, win for them to end this year. I know there's been a point of focus by Beyond Meat founder and CEO Ethan Brown to get more offerings inside of McDonald's. He's been at this for so many years trying to make this happen. So hat tip to him for getting that done at least. Double McPlant, social media seems to be excited about it. But again, a challenging year for this company. It will be interesting to see how they come out of the gate in the first half of next year and if they could start getting things back on track.
Yeah, more plant patty, less fatty. I mean, at the end of the day, it's two lines of businesses that Beyond Meat has. It's the refrigerator and the retail side that they're trying to get into. And then there's the restaurant side. And the restaurant side really accounts for, or at least prior to the pandemic, accounted for so much of their growth prior to everyone needing to hunker down and fill up the freezer, fill up the refrigerator, perhaps get some new alternative meats within there as well for their diet. And I think that's where Beyond Meat really had to shift their strategy, thrust forward some of the capital spend in terms of its own operations. So they weren't leasing out space, but instead owning the space that they were manufacturing in. And that pulls forward a lot of the capital expenditure and the costs associated. And so now with that new facility that they do have, it's about, okay, where can we continue to drum up some of, on the pilot basis where we've already had certain partners, more long-term partnerships to have our plant patty on the menu.
What was that? Double patty, less fatty? That's really good. No, but they have gained a lot of distribution that I would argue is not reflected in Beyond Meat stock. I picked up a package of frozen Beyond Meat meatballs at CVS last night for dinner.
Oh, yeah?
I was surprised to see them at CVS, and then I went back and remembered, oh, yes, they signed a distribution agreement with the company. That was the only meat product available at my local CVS, and I ate the whole package again.
Have you compared them side by side, like Beyond Meat versus Impossible Foods?
I'm a Beyond guy,
yeah?
Through and through.
Okay.
That's just how I live.
But it's more expensive. So, and that's the other thing.
$8, trust me, $8 for my meatballs.
Right. So that's the more expensive option that's going to be on the menu for a lot of customers.
I'm bougie. $8 for meatballs. I'm good.
Well, Brad and non-bougie over here is going to be walking into McDonald's looking for a value menu when the recession hits.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be saying, okay, let me get the dollar fries, or let me get, this value package. And is the McPlant, the Double McPlant, going to be on that?
But you're getting a double patty, that's less fatty, Brad. You said it, not me. You're bringing this stuff up, man. I didn't say that. Look at it. That looks delicious. I'd pay a little more for that. That looks great.
The real question is whether or not it'll make it to the metaverse at some point, like Chipotle has made it into.